got some questions for you. So you were scheduled to be on the last Dungeon Wars, but you were injured. How does it feel to be here today?
Good, yeah, just excited to get going really. I think it's one of those that, we've got a great opponent standing across from me, so I'm excited to get down here and just get stuck in really. Yeah.
Good. Do you know much about him?
I know a lot about Eoghan, yeah. I don't think everyone does, but it's one of those, I'm always up for a challenge and always up for a fight, so it's never a bad thing to get stuck into.
Yeah. So being able to know so much about him, have you been able to kind of change your training routine because of that?
I think at this level, I think if you make one small mistake, you're done anyway. So it's one of those that you don't really change your camp. You just do what you need to do, and obviously prepare your defence as best you can. But realistically, it's just about getting in there and getting it done. Yeah.
So do you have a strategy for today, or do you prefer to kind of go in and see what happens, play it like that?
I certainly can't tell you that when he's standing right there. But no, he's a very dangerous grappler. I've got a lot of respect for him. So he did phenomenal at trials like kind of last week. So. I've got nothing to lose. I'm looking forward to just getting stuck in there and having a bit of a fun scrap. Yeah.
Great. Well, thanks for speaking to me. Nice. Good luck. Thank you. Eoghan, come on over when you're ready. How are you today?
Yeah, well, thanks. I'm just. I had a nap, so I'm well rested.
Love that.
Yeah.
What did you do in preparation for today? Anything in particular?
No, I took a rest day yesterday. That was about it, and just been training as ever.
Cool. Cool.
Just standard training. I was competing last 2 weeks as well, so maybe that helps. But other than that, nothing particularly different. Just standard procedure. Yeah.
Do you know much about your opponent today?
Yeah. Well, I've been to Ben's gym in Liverpool, so we've sparred together before as well. So it's not going to be like I don't know too much, to be fair. But we sparred together before, so yeah.
And do you have a particular game plan for today, or do you plan to kind of go in there and see what happens?
Yeah, just go in there and see what happens as ever. Good. Just sit to my ass and try my best.
Cool.
That's it.
Well, good luck. Thank you for speaking to me. Rich, let's do the face-off.
Okay, Ben, do you mind just stepping up here? Eoghan, just to here for me, please. Kind of just face-off. The last time. Best of luck.
Okay, so we are underway with our main event of the evening, and first walks out Ben Hills.
Ben Hills is a black belt at Next Gen Liverpool. Started BJJ at the age of 13, and he's got wins on Grapple Fest and Empire Grappling. In Ben's corner today is Mark Linders, having coming off that awesome exchange with Abdullah Alam in the last fight.
Now down comes his opponent in the blue corner, Eoghan O'Flanagan, coming in fresh off his win during the ADCC trials in the 88 kilogram division.
And something to note, for those who don't know, is Eoghan won every match by submission.
As you guys can probably tell, Eoghan doesn't take himself too seriously from his walkout music.
The final match in Alpha Grappling, they get pulled to the centre of the mat. And here we go.
Blue corner, you ready? Red corner, you ready? Let's fight. All right.
Eoghan in the black and red shorts, pulling guard, and Ben in the full black shorts. Here we go.
Owen immediately looking to invert, possibly attack the legs, but Ben is wise to it.
Speaking to Ben before this, Ben was keen on making sure that he moved around Owen and he wasn't standing in front of him and allowing him to establish those leg entanglements.
Good job from Owen forcing the inversion, and Ben backs out. Good job from Ben, he steps in the middle. Guys are hand fighting for position.
And Ben going for the knee slice there again, but then dropping back, sitting back as Owen inverts.
Ben looking to get chest to chest on Owen and doing a good job of framing. He's inverting again. And he's looking for, can't see from this angle.
Ben just backing off as Owen keeps a grip of that Achilles and keeps a grip of that heel. Now switching legs, looking to try and just establish control of one of those legs.
Owen is now 1 point ahead up on the sweep.
And working for that underhook. Now potentially into a float pass.
Good back step from Owen. Doesn't quite get the pass. He's looking to attack the leg straight away. Ben doing a good job of hiding it. And now Owen's looking to take the back.
Working to the back now. Let's see if Owen continues to chase that back attack or moves on to other submissions. Ben not turtling here. Just trying to establish control. A frame in the hip and the legs, hip and the face. I've been throwing the leg up. And as we've seen before from Owen, a slow and methodical start, never rushing.
Oh, for sure. Owen, he's one of them guys. He's very aware, and he fights matches at his pace. When he sees a submission, he's real fast at snatching it up. Like right now, he's kind of chilling on top, looking to kill the frame, and tried to do the same pass he did earlier with the back step.
And back steps again, this time with a Kimura trap, but doesn't manage to secure control of that arm, and so Ben Hills gets up.
To come up.
Little smile from Ben as they as he continues to try and pass. And it takes real art to be able to control pace like that, Wally. I think people overestimate. Oh, wow.
That's
well,
it's
Owen,
an interesting position.
It's an interesting position. The leg is almost completely extended, but he's not on it. The hip's on the leg as he drops back for the heel hook and gets the finish.
Good job from Owen to get the heel hook finish.
And a compliment by Ben Hills on the quality of the finish there. And now a minute.
So you guys might want to rest.
Okay, Owen seems happy about that. The guys have 1 minute to rest in between the matches. If Owen wins the next match, he'll have one overall. For Ben to stay in, he needs to win the next match.
Each fighter just taking a rest before we see the second round now.
Ben has Mark Linders in his corner. Owen, he hasn't brought any cornermen or training partners with him. Just goes to show how confident he is.
And just the deep level of knowledge he has, and he's comfortable with competing now. And what should we expect of someone who's just won ADCC trials?
Blue corner, you ready? Red corner, you ready? Let's fight.
The thing is, people keep mentioning his ADCC trials win. Owen's been competing at a high level for a while. He's been on Polaris several times, getting good
Grapple
whips.
Fest as well, and he's competed at some of the best in Europe and Grapple Fest.
And he's going to be facing Tarek Hopstock, I believe.
Which in some ways is one of his biggest challenges to date. And an exciting matchup. But as we get back to the action with Ben Hills and Owen O'Flanagan, let's see if Ben Hills can answer for Owen's sub in the last round. Diving on a dance there. Eoghan just shrimping out and back to re-establishing his guard.
Ben just apologising to Eoghan for potentially putting a finger in his mouth. Eoghan said it's cool, and they're back on the way.
And the threat of those leg entanglements will always be tricky when it comes to someone who's a guard passer and someone who's trying to look to pass Eoghan O'Flanagan's guard especially.
You know what? Ben's been doing a good job. He was able to defend a bunch of the leg lock attempts.
And potentially give one of his own now. As he comes back up on it. And what he's doing here is controlling the distance quite well.
But you know what? Fair play to Ben. Like, he's engaging, he's coming forward, he's looking for his knee slides, he's trying to attack the head to pass.
And that's what we expect to see from two competitors at this level, is that there is no hesitation when engaging. And another finish there from Eoghan O'Flanagan as they roll towards us. And I believe another heel hook as well.
I could not see what was happening from my angle, but good job from Eoghan to get the finish.
And that's 2 submissions in 2 rounds. And the second person to do that tonight, Eoghan O'Flanagan, continues to be taking on some of the best in the UK and Europe.
And now we're going to go over to Josie for the post-match interviews.
Owen, congratulations. How are you feeling?
Yeah, fine. Just a bit tired, I guess.
Yeah.
It's hot down here.
Yeah.
Trying to keep cool by sweating. That's all to report yet.
Was that the fight you were expecting?
What did you say? The fight
Was that the match you were expecting?
No, I wasn't really expecting anything. I knew Ben had good guillotines, so I keep my head away. That was basically the idea. And he tried to dance one time, which was fucking close. so yeah, that was it basically. Just keep my head glued to the mat so there's no guillotines. Yeah. And that was it. Yeah, that was the plan. Nice.
What's next for you in terms of competing?
I got Polaris in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And then after that, I'm going to take a break and then do some seminars and stuff like that. And yeah, that'll be it.
Nice. Do you have any plans to celebrate today?
Nah, I'll probably just go home, just relax. Yeah, I was already asleep before I came, so go back to doing that.
Nice.
Nice.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you very
Thank
much.
you.
I shake your hand.
Thank you. That's fine. It's fine. Ben, come on over. How are you feeling?
Good. Yeah, fine. You know, he's a dangerous competitor, so I expected nothing less.
Yeah. Was that the match you were expecting? Did anything kind of catch you by surprise?
Not really. Not by surprise. I wouldn't say. You know, he had a great run at trials, and you know, all by leg lock as well. So he's a dangerous leg locker. But one of those things when you're kind of in his control, he's a big strong boy. He can work well. So you know, full credit to him. Yeah.
Do you have anything you like to do in particular to rest and recuperate after a fight?
Yeah. So no, not really. No, just stretching. Get back to the gym. You know, back in training tomorrow and Monday. You know, never really stops. Yeah. That's what jiu-jitsu is about. So.
Yeah. And what's next for you in terms of competing?
So this was my first kind of outing as a black. So you know, happy just to get out of here. But then I've got obviously Polaris next on the 9th, and then I will be on Grapple Fest, but I can't mention who that'll be. But you'll see that coming out soon. So.
Cool. Great. Well, thank you so much. Thank you.